India, a union of states. India got independence on August 15, 1947 from the British rule. Its leaders felt the need to follow a constitution, a book that contained all the fundamental laws necessary for governing a country. The Constitution of India came into effect on 26 January 1950. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee that prepared the Constitution of India. As per our Constitution, India is a union of 29 states and 7 union territories, collectively called the Republic of India. India has a federal structure of government, a central government in New Delhi that looks after the entire country and a state government in every state. This is because ours is a vast country and it is not possible for the central government to govern the entire country from a single place. State government.
The 29 states,
7 union
territories and the National Capital Territory of India have a provision to have their own state governments. The state government consists of the governor, the chief minister and a council of ministers. A member of the State Legislative Assembly or MLA is a people's representative elected by the voters from their constituency for a 5-year term. The governor is the highest authority in the state. The President of India appoints the governor. The governor appoints the leader of the party with majority of the seats as the chief minister of the state. The Council of Ministers is then selected by the Chief Minister. Union or the central government. The central or the union government resides and governs from New Delhi, the capital of the country. It has 3 branches: the central legislature, the central executive and the judiciary. The central legislature or the parliament. The parliament consists of 2 houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha. It is also called the upper house or the Council of States. The Rajya Sabha consists of 250 members at the most. Of these, 238 members are elected by the states and union territories. 12 members nominated by the President are persons having special knowledge or practical experience in the fields of literature, science, art and social service. Elections to the Rajya Sabha are indirect. Members are elected by the elected members of legislative assemblies of the concerned states. The Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It can never be dissolved. Its members are elected for a period of 6 years. The house is presided over by the Vice President of India, who is also the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Members of Parliament, MP, have to be citizens of India, 30 years or more in age, on the electoral rolls of any part of the country. Lok Sabha. It is also called the lower house or House of the People. The Lok Sabha has 552 members. 530 represent the states, 20 represent the union territories, and 2 members are nominated by the President from the Anglo-Indian community. According to the Constitution, the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. The House is presided on by the Speaker. Members of Parliament, MP, have to be citizens of India, more than 25 years of age, on the electoral roll of any part of the country.
Every Indian citizen above the age of 18 has a right to vote.
The Central Executive. The Central Executive has the sole authority and is responsible for the daily administration of the state bureaucracy. It consists of the President, the Vice President, and the Council of Ministers, along with the Prime Minister as the head, to aid and advise the President. The Council of Ministers is appointed by the President on the recommendation of the Prime Minister. The Judiciary or the Supreme Court. It holds the supreme power in the judicial system of the country. One Chief Justice and all the 25 judges are elected by the President. The Indian Constitution gives the Supreme Court absolute power for enforcement of fundamental rights. The cases dealt by the Supreme Court deal with centre and state disputes and the transfer of cases from High Courts. President of India. The President of India is the constitutional head of executive of the Union. He is elected by the Electoral College comprising of elected members of both the Houses of Parliament and the elected members of state legislature. He is aided and advised by the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. The President is the head of the Armed Forces of India. He nominates a small number of members of both houses. The President appoints the Prime Minister, who is the head of the majority party of the Lok Sabha and the Council of Ministers. The official residence of the President of India is called the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The Union Territories and the National Capital Territory are controlled directly by the central government.